I pray. Jehovah Nisi answered me. Tobechuku, He has done it for me. Your words are so powerful. Make sure that whatever you say, whatever you internalize, whatever you think about is worthy, because it might just come to pass. I remember some couple of months back, or let's say years back, just a few years, not too much, 2 or so. Yes, a friend of mine, we were conversing, and I was just encouraging her. She had no boyfriend at that time. And I was just encouraging her, it's going to be well. You'll be fine. God will do it. Just get something, earrings or something. Keep praying. Keep thanking Him. Take a book. Write out all the things that you want God to do for you. I remember vividly. And we used to have those conversations when I used to go and drop the kids in school in the morning when I was in Ghana, driving the kids along the back road of Redco, to Medina UPSA area. Yes, and we used to have those conversations. And today, I am in the Netherlands like a dream. And I am here for the main purpose of her wedding. She's getting married. What we waited for has finally come to pass. And I'm so amazed, and it gladdens my heart so much for what the Lord has done. Pray for your friends who, when they call you to tell you their problems, pray for them. Pray with them. It's very important, because when your friends rise, they carry you along. Not all of them will, but some of them will. Okay, look at me. I just had breakfast in one posh hotel. I'm so full, so full right now. And I just wanted to share that little bit with you before I welcome you to our YouTube channel. If this is the first time that you see my lovely face and listening to my lovely voice, my name is Marie Esinugawu. I am a mom of 2 adorable children by God's grace and mercy, and married to one handsome, hot shigilegi. All right. Okay, so on this channel, we basically do fun stuff, family and faith, most especially. Okay, and today I want to read a story from this book, which has been authored by my dad. It's called God Counts the Tears of Women, Men Beware. And I've been reading quite a lot of stories from this book, because the stories are filled with scripture, and they are very educative, and we learn a lot of lessons from them. And those lessons are real life stories, and I think that they would impact your life as much as they have impacted mine. So in order for me to read those stories, I just want to share them with you at the same time. So that's what we'll be doing. And today, the story that I'll be reading is why grandmothers are so important to chiefs. Did you know that they were important to chiefs? If you didn't, stay tuned. Why grandmothers are important to chiefs. Has it ever occurred to you that the bad arbitrary decisions you make at one moment in time have a way of stinging and striking back at you later on in life at a time you least suspect? My friend Ni Odailai insists that you must not take any major decision when you are angry. When your anger subsides, will your decisions still hold? Have you noticed that noble men, elders and chiefs never want to take decisions all alone? While the customary court is all ears, waiting for the final verdict to be pronounced, the elders suddenly announce they would want to see Abrewa grandma in camera before confirming the verdict. But why are grandmothers so important? Once upon a time, there lived a stubborn chief in Awaso. In his old age, he became simply capricious and whimsical. One fine morning, he announced to his bewildered subject that he would prefer to have all old women from 60 years upwards eliminated from his village. All they do is gossip and eat. They are not good for anything else, he said. The head of every family was to personally strangle the grannies to death. One bold young man named Kofi Nti, however, refused to carry out the chief's orders. And when the day of the mass assassination arrived, he hid his grandmother in a rocky cave in a nearby village. Sadly enough, this was not to be the end of the old chief's erratic and wicked behavior. He suddenly thought it will be a fantastic idea to spot a garment made from the fresh skin of a leopard. That year, a lot of young men died trying to hunt down an animal as dangerous as a leopard. Finally, the task was accomplished, and the old chief was truly resplendent in his fresh leopard skin coat. Ironically, as he sat in the open receiving homage and praises from his disgruntled subject, the fresh skin coat slowly contracted and stiffened up. In fact, it became so tight-fitting that the old chief could hardly breathe. He was suffocating to death, but only too ashamed to admit it. He promised to give half of his wealth to anyone who would succeed in unbuttoning his leopard coat without hurting him. The fact of the matter was that the hair on his body and hands had gotten glued to the leopard skin coat, so it was practically impossible to remove the coat without at the same time pulling at his hair. Incidentally, the chief's executioners were on hand to kill anyone who would dare hurt or cause the chief to groan in pain. The more the impasse continued, the closer the chief was to death. When Kofi Nti reported the news to the chief's discomfort, of the chief's discomfort to his grandmother, the old woman had the longest and healthiest laugh in her life. It serves him right. I thought he had control over knowledge as well, because I want to spare the village the expenses involved in organizing an elaborate funeral for a chief such as ours. I'll save his life. Come, Kofi Nti, tell the chief to soak himself head to toe in local steam for 30 minutes or so, and then it will be easy to remove the skin coat. Within the twinkle of an eye, Kofi Nti was at the palace to give grandma's advice to the chief's baffled counselors. The chief tried it, and it worked like magic. He could not believe his eyes. He called Kofi Nti to his inner chamber and wanted to know how he came by such wise advice. Oh, my grandmother told me. You see, I did not really kill my granny as you instructed. I had hidden her in a rocky cave nearby all this time. For the first time in his life, the chief felt truly humiliated. As long as I live, he said, this old woman who saved my life will be rewarded. She shall not stay far from me. I shall not take any decision in the land without first asking her advice. This is where the tradition of consulting Abrewa or grandmother first started, and this tradition still goes on. When all is said and done, remember that you cannot always have your way in all things, because you cannot have your way in all things because you have full backing and authority of your office. A day will come when the wicked are thrown through his evil doings, but the righteous finds refuge through his integrity. Proverbs 14, verse 32. Respect your elders, especially your grandmothers. Do not say I did not tell you about the wicked chief and Abrewa. The end of the story. Thank you so much for watching, liking, sharing, and to my returning subscribers for always coming back to watch my videos, to comment. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. And I just got 114 centimeter selfie stick tripod, and this is what is helping me to do videos now. And I think that it's quite helpful because it's easier frankly, because I always had to use books, bottles, whatever I could find to stand the phone, and now by God's grace I've been able to purchase this stand and it's easier. Yeah, so thank you so much and see you in the next one. Bye.